For 30 years, UW La Crosse graduate John Warrick taught children. He began at St. Pius in La Crosse. 3 years later, he accepted a job teaching 4th grade in Thorpe, Wisconsin, about 30 miles east of Chippewa Falls, where he and his family lived. He loved the job and the coaching that went along with it. When he retired, though, he returned to the La Crosse area, where he continues his service, this time as a volunteer. News 19's Dave Soley introduces you to this month's winner of the Jefferson Award.
A couple times a week.
Dangers of my job as I lose it. Yeah. There it is.
We just come here and crank tunes and have a good time, splash some suds around.
For the past 5 years,
Hey, no, you can't bring any more.
John Warrick has done whatever has to be done at the Hunger Task Force, a food bank in La Crosse.
Oh, I got a clinger.
On this day, he and his friend Joshua are washing crates used to transport donated food.
John, for some reason, picks the jobs that nobody likes to do.
Yeah, whatever you guys need, we'll do.
When our crates get piled up, he knows that's a job that's for him. He needs to get on that right away. So he's really helpful there. And how can you not smile when he's around? It's just, he's a great guy.
The Hunger Task Force is one of many nonprofits for which John volunteers. Service that is a significant part of his day. You might describe it as a calling, a contribution that began with a promise.
I went through a pretty rough time in my life, and I kind of just promised God that I'm going to try to help clean up this world. So I just continually picked up litter at different places. I got one of those little grabbers, and just every time I see something on the ground, I still pick it up.
In a way, he's simply expanded that philosophy.
Oh, yeah, don't forget that.
Thanks to John, the crates are ready for more food to help people who need it.
We'll have probably 2 pallets like that stacked when we're done.
But his contribution does not end at the Hunger Task Force, because John is also directly involved, often delivering food himself to people who are homeless in Cameron and Copeland parks.
One time we brought hard-boiled eggs, and a guy told my wife, you know, you just gave me a reason to live another day. And another gentleman, a Vietnam vet, grabbed my arm the other day and he says, you know, why do you care about us? And that just about broke my heart. He says, how can I not?
He's got a compassion for people. He sees somebody on the street that is in need, and he's running up to me and saying, what can we do? And so I can see him hopping from place to volunteer to just kind of get the whole picture.
When they're dry, then we stack them.
Sometimes that whole picture involves cleaning crates, but whatever the task, John plans to continue.
Yeah.
I've been blessed with a lot of things I need to get back, you know, and I'm able, with my time off, to be able to help others.
I wish we had more volunteers like John. John is amazing. Anybody that gives of their time as freely as he does are such a benefit to any nonprofit. And Hunger Task Force couldn't do what we do without John.
I'm going to add a little soap.
John's volunteerism began as a simple promise.
We're famous for having our soap.
To pick up litter wherever he found it. Today he's gone beyond that, helping lift people wherever he finds them.
Did you put a pallet down?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we're all better off for his effort.
Now, John does have a request, one that he makes at his church as well. He says there's plenty of volunteer opportunities, so if you have the time, he hopes you'll help contribute to this community to make it an even better place to live. So if you know someone like John, nominate them for a Jefferson Award. You can do that by going to our website, wxow.com. Hover over the Community tab at the top of the page, then click on Jefferson Awards.